Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Just got out of the shower. It is 3:51 Central Standard Time on a Sunday morning when I'm doing this video. So if you're a member, you're seeing it Sunday. If not, you are seeing this Monday morning. So you all know I did some training with Shift Off, and I wanted to kind of recap just a little bit about what Shift Off is. So Shift Off is a 1099 platform that has several clients in several different industries where you provide customer service skills and activities for the client. So that could be taking calls, entering tickets, doing this, doing that. Could be healthcare, could be insurance, could be... Okay, yeah, I threw powder on myself, y'all. Just ignore me. And you get paid by the hour. It is 1099, but it's paid by the productive hour. So what is a productive hour? And that is when you're taking a call, after call work, and waiting on the next call. I know, I've got powder all over me, y'all. I'm sorry, I was just like, it's Texas, it's hot. Girl needs her powder, okay? So I just went ahead and I got with a client. The certification was not long at all, because usually with like LiveOps it's several weeks, with Omni it's several weeks. Verifast and NextRep aren't as long, but this certification was very short. The training is all self-paced. You go to Slack for your navigation meetings and any information from leadership, and then you do your tests and quizzes on your own. They grade them. You get 3 tries to get 100%. You do have to have 100% on everything. And then after that, it's just, hey, here's your logins, here's your navigation meeting showing you how to do everything, here's the videos. We got some test accounts to look at. And so last Friday, they opened up to about 30 or 40 people, some 4 hours. That's the kitty. So they did 4 hours, and it was in half-hour increments. They use When I Work to go ahead and schedule all that, and you schedule yourself. So it is a schedule, but it is when you choose. They don't have a minimum amount of hours, and they don't have a maximum amount of hours. The way it does is like 0 to this many hours per week, and you are paid weekly without them holding back. You get this pay rate. This to this, that pay rate. And then that to that, that pay rate. And the pay rates vary by client, so there's no point in me telling you what my pay rate is. It's good. It's good for the work I provide. And so it is a healthcare-based client dealing with HIPAA and stuff like that, so we're not going to get into exactly what I do for them. It's customer service. And so how did the calls go? Everybody had a little bit of tech issues with the mic, so we got that sorted out. And then I was able to take about an hour's, or a little over an hour around there, of calls. They weren't like back to back, but they were back to back. So I don't know if it was just me just getting calls. Some people only took 1 or 2 calls, and I was just like, I think I took 5 calls in about an hour, but my call time was really long, because I was like, oh, may I put you on hold while I find that information? Great question. May I put you on hold? You know, navigating the system. And so it didn't go bad. I had one thing, the little Citrix crashed, and I was like, oh, frog. And then I was like, oh my God, they're going to think I said the F word. And I was like, frog, ribbit on the thing. And whoever's doing QA, I am so sorry. You're hearing me say frog and ribbit and everything else. So I hope you were tickled pink and not thinking that I was saying the F word, because I don't do that at work. There's the kitty again. So I yeah, I was like, frog and ribbit, and oh, I don't want to say damn it. You know, you got to be careful, because, you know, the client's listening in, QA's listening in. So I always say frog and ribbit and crumpet instead of crap. So, yeah. That's kind of how that went. There was several calls, and I was like, this is very frustrating. So they had some of us in the production, and then most of them were still in pre-production, which means they were still, getting their logins, getting their information, that stuff. And it was kind of crazy because y'all know I talk about Miss Joe a lot off the Flex group. Well, we're in the same class and we're on the same unofficial support group. So, and all the links for the company and the support group are in the video description. And she was held behind because they forgot to look at her litmus courses, and they had pushed me through, and it's usually the opposite. And I was like, oh my God, girl, I don't know. I was like, oh, the calls came in and I couldn't navigate. And she's like, girl, please, that's the first day. So they gave us test accounts, and I took my time, and I was like, oh, I forgot to click in an obvious place that gives you all the information. And I was like, okay. I ain't feeling too stupid now. I was like, oh my God. And they went over that in training, and I just, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of how that went. I had a little mud on my face, eating a little humble pie there to look at the mistakes I made. And they were rookie mistakes. And I was just like, well, first day, of the client. Oh, and first day of the first class for the first client. So it was a new client to shift off, and we were the first group. So I think everybody made some mistakes. So there was that. And yeah. Yeah. I could just laugh. But what was my overall thing? The client is fairly easy. There is a bonus, a training certification production bonus. So what it is after 30 hours, it's $100, and after a total of 60 hours, it's the last $100. And they do pay weekly, so they don't hold back a week. So last Friday that I was paid, I will get that money next Friday. And I have already submitted, well, that's already been sent over to shift off, and I believe Monday, well, today, when you see this video for the public, I think today's when they put that through to Gusto, which is the company they use for payroll. And I like Gusto. I kind of looked around, very easy website to use, and they sent everything very, very quickly. So do I recommend it? The thing is this: there is not a lot of hand holding. So if you need hands-on learning, not all of these clients are going to be for you. Because Miss Joe, she's a hands-on learner, and she struggled with it until she got test accounts. But not all clients give you a test account. So you just need to be aware that a lot of this is visualization and get in there, sink or swim, blah, 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 blah. But it's easy. So as soon as you correct your little mistakes, you're like, oh, then it's all. Thank you for calling. My name is Becky. How can I help you today? So it ends up being pretty easy. Anyways, this video's gone on. I'm just rambling. I didn't have like a little notebook of notes to do. So if you want to do shift off, the link is down below. And then the second link is the unofficial shift off. It's like a social support group because they have their own channels on Slack for official questions. We just like social support, sit in a Zoom, sit and talk, about the day and all that other good stuff and what you're doing and what everybody's up to. So there are those links, and campaigns, which are the clients, come and go. So if you log on to shift off and you get accepted and you don't see a campaign right away, give it a couple of days to a week and something will pop up. My name is Becky. You all have a great day.